7,
Eight.
8 of the Whiskey Bible podcast, and today we have a very special thing that's going on. Before we get to that, though, before we get to these bottles in this package, we would like to mention here, you can grab one of these, my fellow partner. We are doing a giveaway right now. We have a short video out there if you want to watch that. Enter for your chance to win some labels, maybe some other things. You'll have to go and check the video out to see what it is. But
Well, I think we can just say here that we have these Whiskey Bible, Whiskey Bible Maker's Mark labels that will be signed by the Whiskey Bible stars. And potentially, if we hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year, we'll be giving away some nice bottles of whiskey. If we don't reach the goal, but we still have fun with it, we'll send out some decent samples, either homemade stuff or maybe something pretty nice. We've had a few people already, so we're getting off to a pretty decent start.
Yeah. You just make sure when you get anybody, if you get anybody to subscribe or you subscribe yourself, just comment in, comment.
Yeah,
right.
If you comment, whoever sent you there. So if I tell my mom, hey, subscribe to Whiskey Bible so I have a chance to win this thing, she can comment on any video as long as she mentions, hey, Frank sent me here, then I'll get more in the lead for, it's sort of a contest. So whoever can bring in the most subscribers will get a nice bottle, potentially. Or just a nice sample.
Yeah. See what happens, right? We'll see how it goes. So that covers that basis. Now get to the important part. Let's drink some whiskey.
Yes.
A very new subscriber to the channel. Jeff. Sorry, I had Frank stuck in my head for some reason. It's like I know a guy named Frank. But yeah, Jeff sent us some samples, so we are going to do a little unboxing of that and see what we got. I kind of already know what's inside. I think Frank knows what's inside. I couldn't help myself. I had to open it right away. Very exciting. Here, you can hold on to that. That's important.
The secret documents.
You're good at reading.
I am.
That I am. I have trouble sometimes. But yeah. What did we get? What's that say?
So we have here Luke and Frank. Here are a few samples of a JD that I like. That means Jack Daniels. If you didn't read the title.
Yes.
Love you to do a podcast on these. So far, so good.
Yep. We're halfway there.
I'm going to tell my friends, so I hope they subscribe. Maybe you can hit 500, never know. Love both of your tasting notes too. Cheers. From Jeff and Lori.
Very wonderful. Very wonderful. Thank you so much, and we are very excited to get into this beautiful box. I get it. He's a pilot, so he sent us a black box.
Oh,
right. I picked up on that. I don't know if that's what he's going for.
I think it's a coincidence.
It's a coincidence. I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny. But yeah, SLB drinks. I've heard of them. They're pretty cool. They do a lot of stuff. But yeah, nice box. But what's important is not so much the box. It's about what's inside the box.
Yeah.
So let's open this up. Here we go. We have these beautiful sample set. You can see it, and it looks like we have 2 of number 1. I think he has listed number 1 on there.
Yes.
And 2 of number 2, so we each get 1. Very exciting.
Yeah. So these are samples. We're told, and I trust Jeff enough to believe him. Let me read it first. We have some Jack Daniels Distillery Series bottles. So number 1, which I guess we'll go in the order that he put them.
Yeah.
I don't see a reason not to. We have the Jack Daniels Distillery Series twice-barreled Tennessee Straight Rye Whiskey. A unique rye grain bill, twice-barreled in new, charred American white oak barrels for added depth and character. That's 107 proof. Released July of this year. Oh, hopefully, if everything is right, this is not mirrored and is legible. We've been trying to figure out. Sometimes the video gets flipped and we don't know why.
It's mirrored.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I read it all for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Is it? Okay, maybe next time we won't hit the button. I don't know why.
Yeah. We were doing good for a while there, but it's okay. They understand what's going on. Oh, Jeff is here. Jeff is here.
Oh, hello, Jeff.
Hello,
this is
Jeff.
the guest of honor for this episode.
Yes. We pushed some major events to get this happening, so we are kind of running on the fly here. So bear with us, but it's going to be fun. It's going to definitely be an experience. Howdy. What's number 2, Frank? What's number 2?
Number 2 is another Distillery Series straight Tennessee rye whiskey finished in high toast oak barrels.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. I've never seen the first one, the rye one, sounds interesting because I also have a twice barreled rye, which was the release of 2023. Different proofs, different other stuff. So it'll be interesting to compare. I think we should compare that to maybe this bottle tonight. I don't know, it sounds like a fun plan.
So very, very similar. So number 1 is the twice barreled. Number 2 is a high toast finish.
Okay. So interesting.
Where do you think our twice barreled rye fits into that equation? Do you think just try them at the end?
I think I don't even know what to do. I think this is going to be similar to this twice barreled rye, but this one age stated? Did it say an age on it?
I
can't remember.
I didn't see an age.
What's down here? What's down there?
107 proof, 53%, size 375, selection number 13.
Okay. All right. Well, it's 100. It's 7 proof points higher than the other rye. Start with the rye then. You want to start with the rye? Or should we start with the toast? That way we can put the rye up against that rye. Or should we do rye, this rye, toast? Again, we're doing this on the fly, so you're seeing this happening.
I don't think it matters too much.
Okay, we'll start with this rye then.
We'll go 1 and 2.
1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay. Twice barreled rye, Distillery Edition Jeff. I'm not hiding these. I'm putting them over here. We'll get to them in a little bit.
I guess, Jeff, as long as you're here, if you happen to know if those bottles have an age statement, that'd be cool. I'm guessing if they do, it's on the back or the side because it's not in picture.
Not in picture. And also, Jeff, I'm interested. Same and 2 are the same. Both 1s are the same and both 2s are the same. Cool. Jeff, did you have to camp at the distillery to get this? Just curious. Is this something you could just walk in and buy in the distillery, or are these always out, or is this like a limited thing? He says there's no age statement. So I'm cracking mine. Here we go. Right. Are you doing the whole thing? Or you're just gonna do? I might just do half.
I'm probably gonna do more like half.
Yeah.
If we really need to revisit, we can. Or ideally, I'd like to be able to enjoy it on another night.
Got it at a local liquor store. Okay. Very cool. Whoa. Okay, we're all right. We're good. We're good. It's always nice, once you start doing these videos and stuff, there's definitely things taste differently on camera than off camera.
Yeah.
So it's good to save a little bit for afterwards. Ooh, the color on this is really, really dark. I'm already very happy. Okay. This is first sip of the night as well. All the way from Tennessee.
Right, what I should do is I should keep this just there.
Handy.
Yeah, not too bad to start at 107 proof. Or at least not.
No, yeah.
A little in the nose.
Yeah, I think I buried my honker in there a little too deep. I don't want to go there. You know, I'm getting this nice.
You could guess what I'm getting.
I don't know. I'm getting bubble gum.
I'm getting the classic Brown Foreman for me, bananas.
Yeah, I'm getting. Oh yeah, bananas there. Juicy fruit gum, maybe.
There's a nice oak to it.
Jeff says he always gets bananas.
A nice wet oak.
Wet oak. Some kind of that vanilla's pushing through too.
Yeah, all the time for me, Jack Daniel's Old Forester. I'm getting bananas.
Limestone. I'm very excited. Smells like Smells like it's gonna be a creamy rye. Are you getting that creamy nose too?
Yeah, it's interesting for a rye because I guess that's maybe the extra barreling is bringing out some more sweetness there because I don't get a lot of rye spice. Maybe like maybe a bit of a cereal sort of grain.
Okay.
Like a grain note, but not any spice that normally is with ryes. And then a nice
juicy fruit
gum.
gum.
Vanilla. I don't chew a lot of gum though, to be fair, so I've probably never had juicy fruit gum.
Oh, another note. Tea.
Stop. You just did that because you know I don't drink tea. I'm going to have to start trying other things. Right? We said last time the Werthers. You didn't get me any Werthers.
Ooh, I forgot. I'm sorry.
I could go get them probably.
I've been too busy ordering padded envelopes from USPS. They're not going to send me any more packages. All right. Here we go. First sip of the twice barrel Jack Daniel's Distillery from...
Cheers to Jeff.
Jeff in Tennessee. Thank you, Jeff.
And Lori.
And Lori, yes. Ooh. Whoa. That is different. That's not really like... Ooh.
Yeah, are you getting that rye on the finish?
I'm getting that rye on the
finish.
finish.
Strong on the finish.
It's almost like a Pennsylvania rye.
There was a hint of malt in there as well.
There's a malt rye going on there that's very reminding me of like a Dad's Hat rye, which I very, very much like.
Yeah, that element is there, but for me, the palate was there's a bit of an oak towards the back of my palate, but for the most part, very sweet.
Almost better in a whiskey glass versus a Glencairn. I do have whiskey glasses, but that involves me going somewhere else.
Yeah, I think for us, at least for me, the Glen is just, it helps so much with the nose. But well, what do you have it on the rocks? You think in like a tumbler?
The rocks glass. Wow, this is so similar.
You might like it, like I could definitely see you add in some ice, cool it down, water it down a bit. Because there's not a lot of heat from the proof, but
smooth.
It is present. One rock. If my eyes are working.
Yes, one rock. Jeff says one rock.
Maybe that'll be our revisit.
Billy opened it up. Okay. Yeah, that'd be fun to revisit this one. I'm just copying you. What he said.
Yeah, I don't know if you really want Jeff. I don't know if we'll do it tonight. Just because, like he said, like we're like all Glencairns pretty much. So to get the rocks glasses, I know at my house would be a pain. They're in deep storage.
I think I have 26 Glencairns now.
Where are you getting more from?
Well, we got all the ones that we got from Amazon because we got all those whiskey bottle
Oh,
glasses
right.
made up. I got a lot of them. Ooh, maybe we can add them into something that we talked about in the beginning of this video. I need to get rid of some stuff.
I was thinking I want to do something cool like that, but that's long term.
Future long term stuff. I do have to shout out Donner Pass Whiskey without an E. He said, "Hi guys, hello Donner Pass Whiskey.
Hello.
Cheers to you. We're drinking some samples from the Mighty Jeff that's here in the chat.
Did he just say hi, guys?
Yes, hi guys.
There's something about your tone. I thought it was going to be a really long.
Oh no, that's it.
I was waiting for the second half.
Sorry.
But yeah, we'll see. Either we'll try it on our own, or maybe if you really want, we can try it again in a video.
Ooh, I think I got one more sip left. Too good.
I could see this nice. I could see in a rocks glass with an ice cube in like the summer.
Sitting by the pool.
Because this is like, it's a nice blend of sweet on the palate and spice on the finish.
Raisin on the left nostril.
Nice.
I'm ready to drink more.
Okay.
As Jack Daniels would say.
Cheers.
Whiskey. Whatever he says. Never met
I'm
the
sure
guy.
he would say drink whiskey.
Believe it or not, I've met Jack Daniels. Isn't he in a band?
I don't even
know. That's like the Charles Daniel band or something.
I don't even know who you were going for with that.
I don't know. Cheers. It's such like a, I don't know. It's such an interesting rye note. I don't know if I've had many ryes like that. Like it's very similar to a Pennsylvania rye, like a sweet rye, but it has that rye grain in there as well. It's like a sweet grain rye. It's pretty good.
I think what's kind of breaking my brain a little is that normally with the rye, I taste it more on the palate, and it's just on the finish for me. Oh, all of the grain is after I swallow. It comes through.
What do you get on your main palate? Are you getting like just sweet? Are you getting like oak? Because I do get a little bit of oak in there.
There's a little bit of oak, but it's mostly like cherry vanilla.
Mm-hmm. Like a cherry vanilla cola.
Yeah.
There's a cola note in there.
Yeah.
There's definitely a cola note. You know, one of my favorite things to do, for everybody who's watching right now, is after you finish your glass of whiskey, right? Mine's gone. I have a little bit left in there. Let kind of the whiskey dry out in the glass, and then nose the glass afterwards. It really brings out the nose. Like now, like it tastes like there's 100 bananas in this glass. I'm getting straight banana now. Like now that the glass is empty. And it's always a little fun experiment I like to do. Well, that was fun. The best part is we got something else coming.
Right.
It's not over yet. We got more to go. You know, I almost do want to save this one for last and do this one now.
Right? Do two different twice-barreled ryes.
Right? I think doing them back-to-back might be fun.
Sure.
Okay, let's do that. Let's move these guys out of the way. Thank you, Jeff. Don't worry, Jeff. We'll do the other ones right after this. I gotta know, for science. This is a great bottle of whiskey. Great bottle of whiskey. Jeff, have you ever had this one? Awesome. These dropped in our liquor-controlled state of Pennsylvania. Soon liquor-controlled and marijuana-controlled. Yeah, that's going to be fun. We're going to have a marijuana release page. And they didn't limit these. They dropped 900 of these online at MSRP with no limits. And people were just feasting on them. I think, how many did I order first? I ordered 4 first, and then I ordered like 3 more later on.
Yeah, I don't know.
You signed for them. I don't know. But yeah, let's have a little bit of this just to compare. Already, just out of remembrance, I'm just gonna have a little bit. It's very different. At least to me, it is.
Well, I think what I'm looking at the label for the first sample, the Distillery series, that says a unique rye grain bill.
Hmm. Oh, so it's
So
different.
perhaps with like this twice barreled, or I brought over another Jack Daniel's rye, perhaps they kind of used one rye mash.
And that was different.
And they changed it up, and that could be where maybe they went with more malt.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where that note's coming from.
Maybe they went towards that Pennsylvania rye.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, that was very similar to that. Jeff, we're drinking the Heritage Barrel Jack Daniel's twice barreled rye that released in 2023. 2023? I think it's 2023. Sounds right. Yes, 2023 special release. Oh, the nose is like super different already. Super. This one, I'm getting that heritage vibe. Like they have those heritage barrels. Kind of darker. It is darker off the color. I'm going right into a sip while I still have that other one on my palate. Cheers. This one I don't really get the rye on the finish. It's on the palate.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
It's opposite of the other one. Crazy.
Yeah, the rye was definitely more in the palate. It didn't, not really oaky for me, to be honest. Still sweet, but mostly just vanilla, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had to guess, that was higher proof. But
this one?
It felt like it was a little higher, but I don't know.
It's 100 proof.
Oh,
it's
okay.
lower. Straight rye whiskey aged in new oak barrels, matured in our handmade heritage barrels, which are heavily toasted. You know, there's something with, you talk about Jack Daniels, and people automatically think Black Label Jack Daniels.
Sure.
Right? But there's so much better out there. You know, like, my father always texts me, what are you doing for your live stream tonight? And I'll be like, oh, Jack Daniels. He's like, whoa, man, settle down. I'm like, no, it's like a different kind of Jack Daniels. It's the good Jack Daniels. It's not the black Jack Daniels.
Well, hey.
Black Label Jack Daniels. Whoa. Dodged bullet there.
Caught that.
Almost got shut down.
Yeah, I mean, I guess anything, right? If you say, oh, I love Jim Beam, somebody thinks you're talking about white label Jim Beam, they're going to be scratching their head.
Why, yeah.
But that's just, what is that, old number 7? That's like, everybody knows that.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's okay, but it's better than Jim Beam.
Yeah.
Throw that out there, see if anybody comes to get me.
I might come and get you.
Try it.
Fun to the death. No Gary tonight, no Tim tonight. They're both in serious poop. Cheers. We need more whiskey. I'm so excited to get to these next ones. These ones I'm really excited for. They're similar, but they're not similar. They're close, but they're not close.
I will say this one, finish wise, I get like a little bit of like a chocolatey thing.
Chocolate. I'm just getting this like bitter note. I don't know what it is. It's bitter. You know what's funny is I actually get more bananas on this than the other one.
Yeah, I kind of, I see what you're saying with that. And it's funny because I don't smell the bananas as much.
I definitely get it on the palate. But there's like a bitter note in there that I'm not a huge fan of. I don't want to say soapy, but it's almost soapy. I don't know what that is.
I'm not really getting anything I'd call bitter.
Huh. Ooh. I really get a smoke on the empty glass.
Man, you did that in 2?
I did do that in 2.
You must have given me a bigger pour.
Probably.
This last one I was stretching for 3. This one,
Definitely 3.
more for me.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with more whiskey, right? I'm just so excited to get to this next one. This would be like no other Jack we've had before. Whoa. I called it. We almost had a very, very big accident. That'd be embarrassing. We broke the sample.
Yeah. Jeff would send more.
Yeah, probably. Rinse a row. Johnny's been quiet. Johnny Dean, where you at? Usually he's all over the place. The Blocklinger, we're missing him. Jeff said he has 2 more types for us to try. One is an Oroloso sherry cask, and he said it's very good. Believe it or not, I've only had 2 Oroloso finishes in my whiskey career. And that was a High West store pick Oroloso finish, which is long, long gone, and a Old Elk Oroloso sherry finish, which I did not like at all.
Yeah, that was
not good.
I remember that.
I gave that away. For free. See? Be friendly with me, you get free whiskey. It's gonna suck, but you get it for free. I mean, let's be honest. Alright. This is what? High toast oak barrels. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to read from over there. I think that's what I read. I do appreciate Jeff does have a color printer. That's great.
Good for him.
I do appreciate color printers.
He really he didn't misstep on anything.
No.
The whole way, maximum effort.
Maximum effort.
Black and white.
Color ink is
sprung for the color.
expensive too.
It is.
Like wow. That's a lot of background color too. Look at that marble. Like that marble countertop. Not stalking your picture, Jeff. Wow, the nose on the...
Wouldn't that be terrible if we didn't realize there was like his credit card in the background?
Right?
We show everybody.
Oh, that'd be messed up. Jeff would be canceling that one.
Yeah, so this is aged in charred white oak barrels and then finished in proprietary high toast, no char oak barrels.
No char.
Right? I wonder if...
That's interesting.
So I wonder if that's just lightly toasting the outer edge.
Yeah. I'm very excited.
And this is from July of 2022.
Okay, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Stay in school. Do your math. Jeff says we deserve nothing but the best. Well, thank you, Jeff. We're pouring. Sorry. Hold that thought. This is important. This is the most important part of the stream. Gotta save half for later. James Marshall said, any cigar recommendations? I'm not a big cigar guy. I don't smoke a lot of cigar, James, but it is funny. I did happen to stumble upon about 30 Cubans last month. Hand-wrapped Cubans. I don't know. I'm not a big cigar guy. I enjoy the whiskey. Tim is here, and he's frozen. Cigar recommendations. Yeah, I'd lie to you if I told you, if I gave you a cigar brand. There might be people here now. Thoughts on RD1 bourbon? Never had it, James. Never had any RD1. I don't even know what it is. That. I don't know if that's Heaven Hill or not. I don't think it's Heaven Hill. Never had RD1. Go ahead, say banana. Yeah, banana cream pie all the way on this one.
Does it even? It's almost not even in the note. It's just assumed at this point.
Yeah. Cream pie, whipped cream. High West, I do really like High West, James. I'm a big fan of High West. Wow, this nose is great on this one.
I am getting a bit of a spice on this one, on the nose.
I'm getting like a, and this always happens, right? I feel like I'm biased by the name, but I'm getting like a toasted s'more marshmallow action going on in there. And I don't want that to think just because I read toast. That's honestly like I'm getting a good toasty note to this. Spice is there. What's the proof on this one?
101.
101. 101. Stealing off of the Wild Turkey playbook.
Well, what do you think? I'm ready to get into this.
I'm ready. Let's go. Don't have to tell me twice. Cheers. Thank you again, Jeff. Wow. That is a lot of flavor. That's crazy how complex that is for a 101 proof.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so chewy. I really like a chewy whiskey, and that one is a chewy whiskey.
Yeah, just great mouthfeel.
Wow. It sticks. It's one of those ones that just sticks all over your mouth, you know, on your teeth, on the roof of your mouth, your tongue, in your gums. I mean, I love that. I love when I get a nice viscous pour. That was really good.
That was good. I don't know if I can wait that the other half.
I know, right?
That might be I think that might be the winner.
Yeah. So far, that was the first sip of that one, though, so we'll have to...
Yeah, we'll see if the second sip changes, but that was just... Oh. So creamy, so sweet.
Again, toasted marshmallow on the palate really came through. Finish is long. Like, the finish is still lingering in there. It's like a drier finish, but a good dry finish.
Wow.
Yeah, that was good. Can they make, like, 750s of this and, like, distribute it nationally?
Yeah, that's what stinks is this was 2022.
Oh, yeah, it was a long time
So
ago.
I don't know how many of them are
Yeah, they're not out there.
still around.
Definitely not out there.
But Mr. Daniels, if you're... Or I guess it's just Daniel. If you're listening from beyond the grave, get in touch, start haunting the people working at your distillery until they make this again.
Yeah. And distribute it to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, this is really good.
You know, the nose I'm actually getting, sticking with the Brown Foreman, I'm actually getting that Woodford Double Oak nose. That kind of, I always want to say mapley with Woodford Double Oak. But I'm getting that similar characteristic.
For me, the big thing after on that sip and now on the nose, like a raisiny note.
Chocolate covered raisins.
I wasn't sure if I just imagined it during the palate because it was there, but there was a lot there. But then coming back to the nose, I definitely get raisin.
Yodels. It's a little cake. I don't even know if they're like outside of the Philadelphia region. It might be like a tasty cake.
Yeah, I was gonna. It's something similar.
Yeah, these chocolate cakes, and they're cream filled, and they're like a yellow cake. It's good. All right, I got one more sip left of this.
Yeah, I think I'm on that one as well. A final cheers to Jeff.
Final cheers. James from Franklin is online. Hey, James. Oh, they must know each other. Cheers. This is good. This is great. So complex, so delicious. Jack Daniel's Distillery Series. They're both great. This one to me is superior of the rye. I do think both of them took down the Heritage Rye, though. I think this one was my favorite. The Twice Barreled Rye Jack Distillery Series was second, and the Heritage Barrel was third. How do you feel? Where do you place? Are we kind of on the same page?
Yeah. This one, this high toast finish, that's really nice. That toast is really bringing out some great flavors. The Twice Barreled Rye from the distillery, that had a really nice palate, and I think the finish is what puts it out for me that's what earns it number 2 over this Heritage Rye.
Yeah.
That was such a cool finish to get like the rye and malty notes at the end of the sip. It was actually really satisfying. I actually kind of liked, because I don't normally like malt, but I liked it on that finish. And then, yeah, the other Twice Barreled, that was nice. That's better than most whiskeys, but I mean, stiff competition tonight.
Yeah, it was definitely very close. Jack Daniel's, I feel, is one I always overlook, right? Whenever I'm reaching for the shelf, I'm never reaching for the Jack Daniel's stuff. However, I'm always surprised when I actually pick it up again, you know? I don't have any of the Distillery Series, but that was definitely, very, thank you so much.
Yeah.
You
gave us a great night.
We never would have had that without you. And that's the great thing about the whiskey community is, sharing samples is great.
Yeah.
I hope, you enjoyed some of the Michters we sent you. It's always fun to do is share samples with people,
Yeah, I think in terms of Jack, I think it's something like, obviously, we know some people who love Jack Daniels, and that is their thing, and every release they're going for it, and that's what they like. But I think, like you said, everybody knows the Black Label, And I think that kind of makes the Jack Daniels feel more mainstream and more basic. Like, like you look at the shelf and you see Jack Daniels, but sometimes I think in my head it is a bit of like, oh, well, that's nothing special. And I have something crazy, like, a nice E.H. Taylor. Ooh. Which once you start getting into whiskey, that really starts to pick up as a big name, but most people walking on the street don't know it.
Yeah. You're welcome to Jeff. Are you drinking with us right now? Are you having some pours? Because I have something to request from you while you're here. If you are, if not, no big deal. Yeah, I don't know what to drink now. What can we pour while we're talking? I am right with you. Okay, Jeff, those samples that I sent you, did you try that Heaven Hill maple cask that we did on here? Just curious. If you didn't, let me suggest you pour that one next. That one was, I think, our favorite project we ever did was finishing that. I think that one really came out really, really good.
That was really good. The Eagle Trace, I think, was pretty good as well.
That was good. He's going to try now. All right, well, we got to try it with him. Frank, do you want to do the honors? It's right on the...
I think I see it.
Yeah. Yep. While Frank's taking a sidebar, I will mention again.
I didn't see it.
Ooh, to the left, the Heaven Hill bottle. Yep, that's it. While Frank's taking a sidebar, for everybody who's here now, make sure you rewatch the beginning of the video for news on our giveaway. Definitely watch the short. There's a lot of information in there.
We'll try not to be too annoying about it, but also we want to make sure that people hear about it, refer a friend, have them comment that you sent them, and whoever gets the most people will give away either a nice sample, or if we hit 500 subscribers, a bottle of Blanton's.
Ooh. Who doesn't like 100% free whiskey? 21 and up, please.
And I'll float this.
Oh.
You can say no. Okay. I don't know if I should bring this up.
This is scary. When Frank gets serious like this is like big time.
What if somebody would prefer a sample instead of a bottle of Blanton's?
I can do that. Absolutely.
Yeah. So if you win and you don't want a bottle of Blanton's, there's room to negotiate.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff up on this shelf. Could be very exciting. Because a lot of people on here right now have a bottle of Blanton's, right? Or they have multiple bottles of Blanton's.
So I know that some people aren't gonna want that. Maybe we'll mention that at the beginning of the next video.
Yeah, put another short out there or something. But yeah, if you want a sample of Pappy 15 instead of a bottle of Blanton's, fine by me. Let's pour some whiskey. Heaven Hill Maple Cask. Jeff, if you're watching, I didn't include these in the notes because I didn't have the room. We barreled this December 17th of 2023, and we bottled it January 19th of 2024. So it was a little over a month in the finished cask. I did age the maple syrup in there, fresh Pennsylvania maple syrup. I aged it in there for 3 months beforehand. So really wanted to soak in the wood. And believe it or not, we're still using that barrel for like funny stuff. Bottles that we don't really like, we're just throwing in there, just trying to change it instead of like drain pouring them. And you can still get those maple notes out of it, which is pretty cool. This is such an easy, crushable pour. Frank, you might have forgotten how good this is. I had some the other night. It is honestly...
I have a general recollection of it, and it's a little, I don't want to say cheating, but it is a little cheating.
It is,
because you take out of a great whiskey, what are some of the most amazing notes you can get? Maple syrup is definitely up there, but I guess it's not, it's better than just drinking maple syrup.
We have some friends who, hopefully we'll see one of them on here in the near future, but wasn't big into whiskey. And I remember I brought this over to a party one time, and he tried it, and he's like, when you make more of that, I would literally buy a bottle off you. He was like so excited about it. I think I did one filtered, which that bottle's gone. We finished that one. This one's non-filtered, so I ran one through coffee filters, one I didn't. The nose on this is so good. Maple pecan pancakes and.
I'm so tempted to just, if I could have beat you to it, like, I'm getting like a pancake sort of, like a syrup.
Yeah, breakfast in a glass. It's a very good note for this.
But I do still get like a bit of like a caramel coming through from.
Yeah. The color got so much darker. See this, Jeff, right now, me, you, and Frank are the only ones in the entire world drinking this right now. Isn't that insane? You want to talk about a limited bottle? This is all that's left in the entire world, right here.
Here, ready? Here, I got my.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ding.
Cheers.
I'm closer to the.
Oh, Jeff is trying one of our Mictors. The wife is sipping Weller 12.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Which Mictors are you trying, Jeff? Weller 12 is one of my favorite, Lori. Sorry. Yum. It's so good.
Yeah, just sweet
Right.
and smooth, and yeah, I would say if you try home aging whiskey, definitely worth it to try a finish once you've run a couple through the barrel.
Yeah. Just find bottles of whiskey all over the place.
So I got distracted. Luke pulled out a bottle that was one thing and had a cap that looked like another. I was trying to figure out how you even got a cork in there.
Yeah.
he's got that, and there's a stag. It's just the hat.
Yeah.
From the wrapping, but I was like, how'd you get a stag cork in a
Right?
rubber bottle?
Be crazy. And believe it or not, this is actually a George T. Stag cork.
Yeah.
That's the NFC chip.
Oh, yeah.
NCF chip. But yeah, it's actually funny that this was under here because right after we took the Heaven Hill bottle and bond out of the maple cask, we put this. It's Maker's Mark, and it's in an X maple cask. So this is X maple cask Maker's Mark.
Yeah, I think the next thing to do, either with your big barrel or mine, I want to do a honey barrel. I think is the next to go for.
Somebody actually offered to donate a bottle for the honey finish. Remember that?
Oh, okay.
Tim offered to donate some Colonel
vaguely
E.H.
remember
Taylor.
that. Yeah.
Tim wants an E.H. Taylor honey finish.
I think at the time I told him he was a lunatic. To want to, I think just to give up the E.H. Taylor bottle, but, and I don't know if I could do it myself, but it does sound good.
Yeah.
Like, I have to admit, like, honey finished E.H. Taylor.
Sounds
Man.
awesome. If we do that, we're definitely going to have to go all out. We're going to have to, like, get custom label to put on the bottle.
Yeah.
I think it'd look really cool. Like, Colonel E.H. Taylor, instead of wearing a hat, he's like reaching in a beehive or something.
He's got a big beehive hairdo.
Yeah, that'd be good. With bees all around him.
Or one of those, the beekeeper outfit.
Yes. Oh, that's good. We can definitely figure something out like that. Oh, we went from one thing to another thing, and I think this is about going to finish it up for us pretty soon.
Yeah, I
here.
think we'll finish this and call it a night.
Yeah. But, I had fun. It was definitely a fun experience.
And I feel like we've been drinking a lot of rye on the channel.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll have to put this somewhere else. Maybe we'll start using like Instagram more or something, or like Facebook or whatever. Like, I don't know where people are for that sort of stuff. But like, I was telling Luke, this is a whiskey Bible. I think we got to take the plunge, and I want to get more into Scotch.
Okay.
So if anybody has Scotch recommendations, we would love to know. At least to start, the less malt, the better. But Scotch is
The less peat, the better.
yeah.
No peat for me.
And those are the two main notes that you get on a Scotch.
I know.
So if you can't avoid it, that's fine. Otherwise, throw us into the deep end. Did you get rid of that? I got you like art bag or whatever. Do you still have that?
No.
Or,
Yeah. I had to get rid of him. I'm sorry.
So Luke tried the art bag, and that was a little too much.
I couldn't even look at that bottle.
So let us try and start us out slow.
No, I think our big was Islay, right? I think Islay is like very peaty. I think we want to be more up in the Highland region, like McAllen Highlands.
All I know is that I don't know if it's Islay or Islay, but people really like that. I think somebody was saying Irish whiskey.
Oh, Lori.
We could get into Irish whiskey too.
Lori's here. Lori says Irish whiskey is great. Jeff said Ardbeg tastes and smells like asphalt. Very, very good.
You have found the right channel, sir.
Yes, you have. I'll piggyback off of someone else I know, and she always said it tastes like an old Band-Aid. It's got like a Band-Aid flavor, and I could definitely see that. Lori Forgy recommended this channel to me. Just subscribe. Thank you, Lori. So we'll mark down on the
Who
thing.
recommended?
Lori did.
Oh,
Lori recommended Curtis Gann.
all right.
Thank you, Curtis Gann. There is a big giveaway coming up. Check out the short. Curtis, howdy to Indiana. Curtis is Indiana.
Oh.
Okay. We are expanding across the
Everybody
United
all over.
States. I think our furthest is we have like an Idaho.
Yeah,
Utah?
somebody out there like Montana or something he
Montana?
might have been from was chatting with us for a bit. We have one guy who was from the Philippines who was trying to scam us.
Curtis, yes, I did see the Buffalo Trace drops this holiday. Very, very jealous of the people who scored down there. Remember, I was actually texting you. EHL 4 grain, Daniel Weller, Elmer T. Lee, 100th anniversary, and they just had the holiday toast last night. You know what the bottle offering was for the holiday toast? They had the whole B-Tag vertical out.
Wow.
First come, first serve.
Man.
You can grab whatever you want.
One bottle?
One bottle. I believe it was one bottle of the whole thing. Yeah.
I just in my head, I'm like,
Which one are you going for if they're all out there?
immediately I was just torn. Like, I mean, for me, my brain goes Eagle Rare, but then I'm like the Weller though.
I know. Well, that's a good
know.
thing. We kind of run in tandem to these things, so maybe you could grab the Eagle
we
Rare,
got
I
lucky
could grab
enough.
the Weller.
Yeah, I think I would have to go the Eagle Rare. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, I think I would, but I'd be really torn. What would you have done if I said like Sazerac?
I would have been concerned. Right, Thomas H. Handy, that's what I'm going to go for. Look at this. Curtis must be a pilot as well because him and Jeff are having pilot talk. They're using code
Oh, that
words.
makes sense.
See that?
That makes a lot. No, that makes a lot of sense actually.
Indy B&A. They're talking about airports. Well, Curtis said he's waiting for flights right now at the airport. It's a lot of fun. Lori says Eagle Rare is her favorite too. Lori, I actually have a whole barrel of Eagle Rare over here.
It's empty.
It's empty.
You can see it.
But it was one of the it was one of the best Eagle Rare single barrels I've ever had.
It was really good.
And we're lucky enough to know the Whiskey Fairy. She does some excellent, excellent picks.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, he's the Weller fanatic. I like Weller, but between the two, if I can only choose one, I think I'd have to go with the Eagle Rare.
Can we see the bottle? Yeah. The bottle is. Frank, do you want to? I can
Oh,
grab
the
the bottle.
Eagle Rare?
Yeah, the Eagle Rare. I think that's what he's talking about. It's nothing that
Oh,
special.
right there.
Yep, here it is.
I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, it's just an Eagle Rare bottle. They didn't.
I hope it's bottle and not barrel. Yeah, he said bottle. I can't lift up the barrel.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, it's got a medallion on it, and it's got the sticker, which is going to be very reflective, hard to see.
Yeah, you could just read whatever it says if you want. Cause...
Whiskey Fairy Series 2023 Wish 9. And I believe I did, you can contact Sazerac about the barrels thing. I think this was aged 11 and a half years.
Mm.
So it's definitely an older
Pretty good.
Eagle Rare. It's great. And it's fun because she does, if you donate money to charity, she'll give you barrels. So, like, I donate to St. Jude all the time anyway. So I just needed a barrel at the time, and she got the Eagle Rare barrel, and she's like, yeah, just donate $100 charity, which was great, you know, because these barrels are expensive, right? You'd rather have that money go to charity. So, Curtis is a crew chief trainer of American Airlines.
I mean, that's above my head, but it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
Sounds like I guess you teach. Do you teach all the pilots, or maybe
Ooh.
like the flight attendants?
Yeah, do you teach pilots or yeah, what you said? I'm just
Yeah.
copying you tonight. Who do you train? Who's the crew chief? I'm
Or
assuming.
even like mechanics or something.
Yeah.
But if you're flying, it's got to be like pilots or the other. You're like co-pilot or something.
Ramp agents below. Ramp agents. I guess that's the.
I know. I don't know enough about airports.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
It's like a different...
All I know is that I'm in Site 17F and it's a window seat. That's all I know about airlines.
Ramp
And to not say the B word in the airport. It's illegal. Not lying.
I was just trying to let you swallow. I was so tempted to just say bitch.
Oh. Yeah.
They're real, you know, the airport is tightening up on misogyny.
Yes. Curtis, where's your mom? Oh, they're having a conversation.
Yeah, they're getting beyond us.
That's fun. Ramp agents loading flights, unloading flights, agents in the bag room, planning the operation in terms of assigning teams to work, scheduled arriving and departing flights.
So I guess that's a lot of. I mean, to me, that sounds like luggage stuff, and maybe also getting passengers on board.
Sounds fun. You know, I've actually looked at flight attendant's job. That's something I wanted to do.
I mean, it. From what I've heard, it's a bit back and forth. Where like, sometimes you can get like a lot of flights in a row, and it's like a pain and like weird hours.
Yeah.
But like. But I think that if you get like a break, it can be. I think they get to like maybe explore wherever they're at for a day if you're lucky.
I mean, I love to travel and I'm good in stressful situations. It just sounds like a fun job to me. I don't know. I like airplanes. I like going up and down. What do you guys do?
Yeah, I don't really. I'm pretty good on airplanes. I could not do anything boat wise. I think
boats.
It's 50-50, but I usually end up getting seasick.
Yeah,
but the planes, like, I don't get like vertigo, and I don't know. I just forget that it's flying. Like my brain doesn't. It's like, oh, whatever. Like I don't have any anxiety about the fact that you're thousands of feet in the air.
No.
I'm just like, yeah, it's like a room.
Yeah.
Even if I'm looking out the window.
LaFerrari 918 Spider, 66 Stingray, 420.
Yeah.
Oh, James asked the dream car. Jeff asked, what do you guys do? Jeff, unfortunately, per my job, I can't say what I do on camera. But
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I can't talk about what I do with this situation, what we're doing. It was on the onboard training. specifically ask questions because there was a point in time where Whiskey Bible may have died, but I got the clearance to keep going. But dream car for me. I'm a truck guy. I like pickup trucks, so I have a Toyota Tundra. I bought a brand new 1792 edition, Texas edition. I love that truck. 2020, the last of the V8 engines. What's your dream car, Frank? Put him on the spot.
I'll be honest, I'm not a big car guy.
As long as it drives, right?
Yeah, I mean, I see all the fancy, like to me, who wouldn't want a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or something where it looks so fancy? I guess I would say from recent experience, something small and fast. Because I have hated driving most of my life. Because we have all these big cars. And so I'm driving, I feel like I'm just barely staying in my lane. But my dad I don't even know what kind of car I drive.
Hyundai Elantra hybrid.
Elantra, that's it.
Hyundai Elantra hybrid.
That thing is fun. And I'm not, driving around like a daredevil or anything, but
it's a lot easier to maneuver than the Escalade.
Sure. But yeah, that I mean it is fast and it's smooth and it's also just an upgrade. I don't know what year our other car is. I feel like it's like 2010-ish, give or take. And so getting into a modern like I got all the, automatic high beams. It's got the little thing on your mirror so you can see it'll warn you if somebody's in the next lane.
Detection.
And all the, the backup camera where it shows you where the car is going. Stuff like I've entered the future.
Yes.
Probably 5 or 6 years later than most other people. But that's because it's like that, and then our truck that we have is still the roll-up windows.
Rolly windows.
So
GMC Sierra single cab, 2006.
License plate number.
Yeah, right. It's white.
That's the thing for me is I'm really not into cars in such a way of people will see a car drive by, and they're like, oh, that was a Nissan Altima. I'm like, how did you see it written on there? How do you know? I just don't have that skill.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
I'm actually big on headlights. I can tell a lot about a car by its headlights. I don't know.
They just need the... I feel like everybody's driving around with high beams.
Yeah.
The way headlights are nowadays, is every car that passes, I can't see a thing.
Well,
the car conversation was fun, but we've
kind of went over our time.
Track.
We got our producer over there giving us the signal, so don't worry about it. We got it under control.
But I'm okay. Maybe we save a few minutes in the future at the end of other episodes. We do a Q&A.
Yeah.
If somebody has questions, you can throw them
in. Yeah.
Always welcome.
I always like Q&As. It's fun. I like when conversations spiral.
Yeah.
So, well, Jeff, thank you so much again, man. It's great. We love fan mail. Anybody who sends us samples. Yeah, Jeff.
Unfortunately, we
gotta go. We're getting the wrap it up signals.
We have we're working on some plans, but with the holidays coming up, I have some friends and relatives coming to town. I don't know. I won't be able to be here live next weekend. So either Luke will come by himself or with a special guest that he chooses, or maybe we'll try and plan something that we can throw in and have at least a video with both of us. But we don't really know where that's going to go.
Yeah, as of now, I still hope next weekend to discuss.
I could maybe do something Friday.
Friday?
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
Friday.
So we'll see. Maybe we might end up. I'll try and post something so that some of you at least get a heads up. But I would expect now through New Year's, it might be a little wild in terms of the schedule.
And maybe that's Saturday after Christmas.
I mean, I'd like to. I just don't.
We'll see.
With everything going on, people visiting, and I love you guys, but I want to be able to hang out with people in real life.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll do our best to try and keep. We'll try for one video a week if we can, and we'll just see how that goes.
Yeah.
What do you think? Anything else to tell the people, or are you ready to wrap it up?
I'm ready to wrap it up. I'm good. Jeff, thank you so much again.
Yes, thank you, Jeff.
Can't thank you guys enough. We love fan mail. We love samples. Happy we can help Jeff out with the mixers.
And yeah, we'll make sure, if there's something like that, we'll keep it even.
Yeah, always. You send us something, we'll send you something. It's great. It's what the whiskey community
Yeah, it's
is
just
about.
fun. Get to try new things. Don't have to spend $50, $100, $200 on a bottle.
To get to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, that's about it. I think we can call it there.
Yeah.
Dave's getting pissed.
Why don't you take us out?
Yeah. I'm Luke.
I'm Frank.
How to think about it. So make sure you remember you stay in school. We got to kind of do this the old way. Frank's getting up. He's walking around the corner. I got to find out what I'm pouring next. Later, everybody. Good night.